She was there for me even through all of that stuff right there. So in my hand, I have a piece of paper, right? So imagine this piece of paper is a person. Your parents, mom, dad, your siblings, your teachers, the people that are for you in your life. So this is them, right? So let's say if I took this and I just balled it up, and then I unball it. The wrinkles, the creases in this piece of paper is a representation of scars. So what happens is, so let's say if you're at the crib, right? And you ask your parents for something, whether it's for money, go to a party, new pair of shoes, clothes, or whatever it is, and they tell you no, and you get mad, and the next thing that comes out of your mouth towards your parents is you get on my nerves. I can't wait till I turn 18 so I can get up out of here. Or your little sibling does something to you, or is in your stuff and you yell at them. Get out of my room, you little brat. And every time you say something negative to your parents, to your siblings, to your teachers, you are scarring them. Every time you can't get your way with your parents and with your family, you say mean things, you are inflicting scars. Don't you know that it's hard it's hard being a parent today? Especially dealing with teenagers. It's hard being a parent. And here you are treating the right people wrong and the wrong people right. Which brings me to my next question. Why do we treat the right people wrong and the wrong people right? Easy. Because we take the right people for granted while trying to gain the acceptance of the wrong people. Because we deal with rejection and we want people to accept us. So instead of us focusing our attention on the right people, we give our attention to the wrong people to gain their acceptance. So every time you say something negative to your parents, to your teachers, to your siblings, to your loved one, you are inflicting scars. So imagine what goes through the minds of your parents or through your guardians, the people you stay with when you say mean things to them and then you leave. And then got so much stuff in my head. And then they're laying in bed at night. And they can't sleep because all they hear is your words that you spoke to them. And that becomes a replay in their mind. And then your parents have a hard time working or doing their daily chores because now they're questioning their ability of being a good parent because of what you said to them because you couldn't get your way. So can I tell you a secret? You are not the center of the universe. Life does not revolve around you. You can't always get your way. You won't always get your way. Your parents, they know what it's like to be a teenager, but you don't know what it's like to be a parent. They know more than you. They've been out there before. It could be sometimes when they tell you, that's for your own protection, but you don't even know it. But here you are thinking, you get on my nerves, Mom. Dad, why are you so mean to me for? Imagine how they feel when they hear you say that to them. If your parents was to really sit you down and tell you what they've been through in the past and what they are going through right now mentally and emotionally, it'll break your heart. But here you are just saying mean things to them because you can't get your way. Scar, 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 scar. And then you get in the car and your parents are looking sad. Like, Mom, what's wrong? Oh, nothing, sweetie. I'll just deal with it later. It's you. in your words. And they're thinking to themselves, man, I must really be a bad parent, man, because my kids tell me that I get on their nerves. And I'm me, like, am I doing something wrong? I remember one time, oh my goodness, so I work with kids over at Seton Catholic. I work with the 4th through 8th graders, like Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. And there's this girl in the class, her name is me and Brian, again, really close to each other, as far as a relationship is concerned. And I love that little girl like she's my own daughter. And one time in class, she asked me for something. I told her no. And she looked at me and was like, Dewayne, I hate you. And this happened back in November. Here it is, April. And when I'm with her and I'm playing with her, like, I still hear her words echo through my mind, Dewayne, I hate you. Those mean things that you say to your parents, they think about those things all the time. Those mean things that you say to your siblings or that you have said to your siblings. Imagine your little brother is 5, 6, 7 years old, or your older brother, your older sister. They still hear those mean things that you said about them. Scars. Because one day, believe it or not, your parents won't be here. I wish I could sit down and have a conversation with my father, but I can't because some idiots blew his head off. My friend just lost her father last Tuesday in a car accident. And when I went to the funeral on Saturday, out of all the siblings, she was the one that was crying the most. Why is that? Because when she was your age and growing up through the years, she was the most rebellious towards her father. And then she can't see him no more. So now she's living with all these regrets. Man, I should have been real nice to my pops. But here you are just being mean to your parents and to your siblings for no reason at all. Just because you can't get your way. Well, friend, the world does not revolve around you. And so some of you, when you go home, you owe your parents an apology. Mom, I'm sorry. Dad, I'm sorry. Brother, I'm sorry. Teacher, I'm sorry. Sister, I'm sorry. You just can't say stuff just out of saying it, because words are powerful. I mean, there's the old saying that goes like this: "But sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me." That's a lie. Words do hurt. So as an individual, you got to be careful about the words you use towards other people. So I've decided in my life that I no longer want to be a hair raiser, but I want to be a peacemaker. Even when I don't get my way, I don't act out and say mean things to people no more, because that's selfish. I was about to say something really good, but I forgot what it was. Oh, I know what it was. But even more than that, you owe yourself an apology for all the mean things that you said about you. For every time you looked in the mirror and like, I don't like you. You're too ugly. You're not pretty. You're not handsome. You're too big. You're too skinny. You owe yourself an apology for talking bad about yourself. Apologize to yourself. Self, I'm sorry. I love yourself. Learn to love yourself in a healthy way. Because if you don't love yourself in a healthy way, guess what you're going to do to other people? You're going to scar them.